Hey guys, it's JH. Welcome to Practice Tee, and it's a blustery old practice tee today, guys. Woo! Well, let me get some clubs. Okay, going to struggle with the wind here today, guys, both audio and ball flight, but we've had terrible weather up here. Like a few days ago, we had 800 to 1200 millimeters of rain. Just preposterous. Okay, today, guys, what I want to talk about is something that may help people that have a lot of trouble coordinating their golf swing because of the length of their golf swing. A lot of people can take the club back a long way. They may have flexibility, or they just break everything down and they get it back a long way, but controlling it from back here consistently is hard, but for the very good players. Very, very difficult. Guys, what I want to talk about today is what I term the short, controllable acceleration swing. Now that's a big tag. But essentially what it is, guys, is basically standing still, maintaining this position here, and just taking the club back here so that this left arm, or the lead arm, never gets any higher than that. You can have it really doesn't even matter how much shoulder turn you have. But we don't want to go back here where we're moving off the ball. This arm is losing its plane angle and its stability factor. Now I've got a fairly short golf swing, as you know. But I can have a shorter golf swing and hit it just as far, if not further. As a matter of fact, I can actually hit it further with the shorter golf swing because I create more torque in the golf swing, I create more download in the downswing, and I create more quality of impact because the swing is short and it doesn't get offline and I don't have to realign the golf club. So what is it? Well, it's basically this, guys. I get here, I get established, I get my connection, as I always do. Get the connection here. And I just basically take the club back to here. As soon as I feel that type, I don't even think about turning my hips or anything. Once I feel the torque load up, and basically the gear effect like a ratchet, I basically get it back to here and I feel a ratchet pick up, then I'm going. But what I'm doing is different in the backswing to what most people do and what most people are told to do, and that is I don't cock my wrists in the backswing. Guys, that's a cocking action. That's a cocking action where the wrist comes back like this. That's a cocking action. What I do is I hinge the club. I hinge it. I hinge it that way. That's a hinging action. That's a cocking action. I hinge it this way. I take it back here. Feels like the club is pointing at the ball. Very much square to square. It's a hinging action. And by having, and the emphasis being a right-handed, right side, right hand, right arm dominant person, where the majority of my strength and grip capability is in this trail hand, I use this trail hand. When I take it back with that, and then I just hold this angle here. I try and pull the wrist back against, those fingers back against the forearm, guys, like that. I don't cock the fingers this way, I cock them that way. They go this way. It's that action there. And then on the downswing, because I've got a very, very short swing, it's very easy to hold that angle. Now, I don't normally try and hold that angle ever in my golf swing. I'm always someone who likes to straight line it. And a lot of people have always said, JH, you throw the club away. Well, when you see the ball flight, it's certainly not a throwaway ball flight look. It's always good ball flight. But I never try and hold it, guys, here. But if you have a short swing, what I'm advocating with this process here, if you actually hold that back there like that, you can come in here and it'll be late because this is just holding here and you're just pivoting through the ball like that. Bang! And it's very, very powerful. I'll show you guys. Now I'm dead cold. It's been raining here and I wanted to get this, I'm dead cold, it's been raining here, I wanted to get this done before the rain. I've gone back to my old audio today, so it's basically an audio test as well. But guys, I've got a huge wind coming in here, left to right. Now watch how short this is, and if this mic will pick up the impact sound, you'll know how strong the hit is. Now see this here guys, that angle's still there. Now that's 4-iron, and that with that cross head wind there, that's carried about 190 in that cross head wind there, 190 metres. Really strong, very strong. And it's this guy, and if you can see the impact, it's just dead flush centre, because what I feel is happening guys is that this hand here just does that and comes back. The hand is the face of the golf club. It goes away from the ball there, it faces the ball, it comes in, it keeps facing the ball. Now it's very easy to maintain what I call hinge hold as opposed to wrist cock hold. It's very hard to cock your wrist and hold that cock on the downswing, but it's very easy to get wrist hinge and hold that wrist hinge. It's just a biomechanical, easier process to do that as opposed to that. I don't have a lot of range of motion that way anyway. So I've never been a cocker of the golf club, I've always been more of a hinger. So watch this guys, and watch, there's lots of power in this off a little short base. Now I'm feeling like I just want to stand absolutely still and just take my hands back till I get that feeling of stretch and pressure, then hold that and just let it go, hit it as hard as I can with that trail hand. I just smash it with that trail hand. Now guys, you can't see that flight clearly, but I'll tell you when it comes down. Now, I mean, that is just absolutely killed. Absolutely murdered. And I feel like I can hit it as hard as I like. I can absolutely smash the golf ball. But because the hinge is here, guys, because it takes the club this way in the backswing, you can hit it as hard as you like with that trail hand and arm. Because it's on this plane here, it's not on this plane here. It's coming from here, it's coming in from behind. Do I feel like I'm hitting into out? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now guys, there's 3 dead cold golf shots. And they're in that crosshead wind there. That's just held us line back in there, and they're in sort of like a 3-4 yard circle. And lots of hit on, lots of hit. Lots and lots of hit on that. Again guys, I'm testing the audio today. I can't hit it better than that. And look at this guys, look. That angle's still there. I'm feeling this as I come in. Now clearly I'm releasing that angle at the ball, otherwise I'd hit it straight right. And I wouldn't have any power on the shot, but it feels like this. It feels like Hogan looks in his golf swing. I've always been at odds with a lot of the Hogan aficionados and so-called gurus, because I believe that Hogan actually did a lot of hinging in his golf swing as opposed to cocking. And you watch him when he's waggling over the ball, he's doing that. He's not doing that. He's not doing that. He's doing that. Now that's a hinging action. That's a cocking action. He hinges the club in the initial part of the backswing. So guys, the swing is really short, very short. The weather's awful here, looks like it's going to rain. So watch this guy, very, very, very short swing. They just don't move at all. I'll hit a couple of shots this way. A bit hard with this fence right here in front of me. And this is a 4-iron, but I'll get it up. I'll hit it between those two bushes. I don't know if you can see the ball flight today, but I mean that's just sensational ball flight. Guys, that is dead into the wind there, and they're just absolute bullets. And as you can see, it's just a very, 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 very short swing. Feels like this. Now, the good thing about having the short swing, guys, is you don't have to think about the downcock on the swing. You don't have to think about that because you're basically moving here while the club's still going back. It's here. And the club loads by itself. But if you have a big long backswing and you've got a backswing, then you've got a downswing. There's a lot to coordinate there. But if you've got a little short, abbreviated, abridged golf swing, then things happen automatically in it. Because it's short, it doesn't have a chance, A, to get off plane. It doesn't have a chance to throw away on the downswing because there's not enough time to throw it away. And the body basically stays very stable. Now, I don't know how much you can see from behind. Got to be careful with this mic. It's not like the walk around one, it's directional. Grass is wet here, guys. We had rain last night, and so watch this. Just a little 4-arm jolt. I feel like the club's not going back past my knees. There's lots of release on it. For you guys that don't draw the ball, this will give you, I only move it a couple of yards normally. This one moves about 4 or 5 yards because there's lots of in to out here because the swing is short, and there is lots of compression release on it. Doesn't get any better than that, guys. It doesn't get any better than that. So what does it look like with the driver? Now the good thing about the driver, guys, I was hitting some shots yesterday with no exaggeration. None. I was hitting the ball 20 yards longer in the air. Now that's a lot. And you have a look at this swing. It's very short, but it's very powerful and it's very compact, and that hinge gives you a lot of power. Wow! That gave me so much whoop through the ball, almost pulled me off my feet. That's unbelievable how much energy went into that shot out of my trail side. And it went dead straight. Now guys, I've got no spikes on. And I do that, I practice with no spikes on to work on my balance. But the grass is wet here and it's long. So it's tough with the driver, with the energy in the driver. So watch this. It's a very, very short swing. but it doesn't lack power or speed. Just crazy. Just hit a couple down range here. Now this fence is only about 15 feet in front of me. The thing you'll notice, guys, if you've got sort of jog shuttle on your viewing screen or on your computer, that this really does plane itself. I don't know where I am. Just so strong, that shot. It's a bit unnerving because the club comes back really fast. And you think you wouldn't get that speed, but it's because it's this. That just feels like a little forearm jolt, and that's carried 250. That's carried 250 into the wind. And that just felt like it was a wedge swing. Absolute felt like a wedge swing. One more. Just one more driver. They're fantastic. Okay, the other payoff, guys, will be for you with your wedges and your pitching. So we're going to hit a little 50, 60 yard shot. I feel like I'm trying to get the back of my hand stuck to the back of my forearm. That's what I want to feel. And I want to feel that when I hit the shot. So it's just this, it's just a little hold back and then a little shot. You watch how quick I accelerate this. It's a little jolt. See guys, they just, you know, that feels to me like a 2-foot backswing and they're carrying 55. Out of 3 inches of rough. Watch this. That rough is really terrible. It's crabgrass, guys. It just grabs the golf ball. We should call it grabgrass. Okay, just take it back a little further. That's 65 carry. 65. That's 70. Try for 75. Now there's 75. Right on the number, and there's a crosshead wind there. I'll hit a couple this way, guys. This is something that it's good for your wedge play. This crabgrass, it just grabs the club and just stops it dead. Unbelievable. You've actually got to try and hit it thin to get it out. Now we'll just hit a couple this way over the fence. A couple over the fence here, watch this, little short backswing. Flag out there at 55. If you can see the flag through the fence there. That's right on the number. It's right beside the flag. Right beside the flag. Little one just over the fence, just a little one. That's just a little one. Just hit a couple of hybrids up here. 17-degree hybrid out of rough. And this is really the advantage, guys, because when you've got these hybrids and you want to really, smash the ball out of the rough, this action's great. Just hold that angle and just absolutely feel like the club is only going back 2 feet. Just smash it. That's all I'm doing. I'm smashing it with the backhand. See, that's gone as far as the 3-wood. Bit more shoulder turn on that. That's gone as far as the 3-wood. Hitting a lot of balls, guys, because I want to test the audio today in this wind, and I just want to show you a few variations of it. Okay, we'll really wind this one up with a little. That is 3-wood length in distance. It's amazing, that I just think that the shorter golf club for me, I get more efficiency out of it. I mean, this is what, 41 and a half, and the drivers, the 3-wood's like 43. So it's it just gives me more. I mean, that's really long. I'll really smash this. See, that's about 10 past my 3-wood. That's 10 past my 3-wood, where it would go today. Hit a couple this way. This one's a very strong club and it's hard to get up. Very strong and hard to get up out of this rough. Oh, so close, here. So it might hit the fence. I'm trying to hit it between the 2 bushes. Wow. That's the first tee down there, guy, at about 255 to the fence down there, into the wind, which today's playing about 300. But that's only about 20 from the fence. Into that wind. Okay, the ball tends to squirt a little bit because it's got a bit of grass on the club. Just a little jolt, guys. Now we're only probably about 13 feet from that fence there. If you can see that going through that gap there. They're just lasers, guys, and they're off a very, very, very small base. Okay, to capsulise. we want to hinge the wrist going back, and we want to increase that hinge coming down like that. I feel a lot of pressure in that inside of my forearm, in that wrist area there. Feel those tendons stretch to max. Just want to feel like the golf swing is only a foot long. This will be super short but very powerful. Okay, so that's it, guys. Short controlled acceleration swing. When it's short, it has to accelerate. When it's long, it can decelerate. All right, we'll just hit one more, and I'll absolutely do it as I want it to happen. Very slow, lots of hold. I mean, they're really good shots. And the good thing is, guys, it just takes so much of the mental process out. You don't have to think about this part of the backswing or that part of the backswing. Just take it back and smash it. But stay centered and stable. That's what gives you the tension and the torque in the backswing. Now this had a very, very tough lie, crabgrass, but we're going to smash it. I had to dig that out, and that's just killed up there. Killed. Okay, guys, I don't know what else I can tell you. Did I hit any drivers that way? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, one more. I just hit one more. I'll hit a 3-iron. Just 2 3-irons up here. Watch this, guys. Little short swing. It feels like a wedge. I don't know if the camera, if the mic is picking that up, but that's just absolutely killed in terms of contact. That's gone almost as far as that hybrid. That's amazing. One more. I don't want to stop, guys, on hitting it like this. We're really going to power it. Okay, guys, that's what we call a short acceleration golf swing. Take it back, hinge it. Hold the hinge. Don't let the body move on the back. Don't even feel like you're turning. Just push back with that trail arm, and then just let the body naturally move. Let the hip turn, and just keep that angle there. Keep it through, but only take it back so it's only this high. And feel like you're accelerating all the time. To get the feeling, get a wedge. You watch how hard I accelerate this shot. It's going to take it back a short way, but accelerate it very hard. See, there's a wedge gone 130 off that little swing. That's 130 yards into that knockdown wind. But see how short the swing is. And that's right on top of, that could actually land on top of the other golf ball. Well, it didn't, but it's only a foot away from it. See how much acceleration, guys. That's it. That's the tempo. I've been very quick all day, but that's the tempo. Okay, guys, we'll talk a little bit more about it, but I love this swing. It's a very, very, very good swing. And easy to work with. Short controlled acceleration swing. You don't want this any higher than that. Keep all this stable. Just feel like you're not moving. Swing without going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Just staying there. Staying there. Okay, guys, have a look at that. We'll do more during the week.